It should be to no one's surprise that Nahida is easily the most broken character that was released after Sumeru. Ever since her recent release, she has been the pinnacle of all Dendro teams to ever be made. Whatever Dendro team you can think of, 90% of the time, Nahida is the best option. To be fair, it should really be expected that the Dendro Archon is that good, but why is that the case? It's pretty simple really, but before we continue, remember to sub and like if you enjoyed. It would really mean a lot if we could reach 3k subs soon. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it. So why exactly is Nahida always at the top of the charts when it comes to Abyss usage, and why were her banner sales one of the most successful banners to this day? Let's begin by talking about how good Dendro is as a whole. In my opinion, Dendro is one of the best elements in the game because of how easy it is to build. On paper, all Dendro reactions, besides burning, are actually pretty good. Yes, even Virgin on paper at least. Dendro is so good that it brought Electro into relevance. Quicken, Aggravate, Spread, Hyperbloom all brought Electro into the spotlight. The best part about this is how easy it is to invest into Dendro teams. They give really good reward for how little investment you need. Let me explain. Elemental Mastery, or EM for short, is a stat of which buffs the damage of your reaction, and the way it influences Dendro reactions is by increasing the additive boost provided by Aggravate and Spread, and it also increases the transformative damage from Bloom, Hyperbloom, and Burgeon by a significant amount. Dendro brought EM from being an underrated stat to arguably one of the most important stats in the game right now. As you may know, transformative reactions cannot crit. Currently, Hyperbloom sits at the top of the charts because of how well they perform. They only need good investment into EM, character levels instead of the usual crit, and high-level talents main DPS builds. Occasionally, you don't even need to raise some talent levels for a handful of characters to make them perform well. Take Kuki for example, you only need high character level and EM for Hyperbloom to do great damage. We all know how hard it can be to get good crit stats for our build, and if we invest into an easily accessible stat such as EM to achieve the same result, why not build into something that takes less effort? That's where Nahida comes in. You only really need to build her into EM to give her good value to the team and increase her own personal damage. Her kit honestly takes no effort to use, and it flows perfectly with any Dendro team. Honestly, her elemental skill might just be one of the best in the entire game. Basically, it connects enemies affected by the skill to take Dendro damage all at the same time. It essentially allows for massive amounts of Dendro application. A lot of the best Dendro teams require a good elemental application, and Nahida takes that to the extreme. Every time one enemy gets hit, everything else that's marked by the skill takes Dendro damage as well. It's a chain reaction of Dendro application. It generates good energy, so if you need a good Dendro battery, Nahida is by far the best option, and it's not even close. As a person who plays Alhaitham a lot, Nahida is a really nice character to have. On top of this, her burst gives 25% of her EM to the active character on field, and buffs different effects of her skill depending on which elements are present inside of your party. Since her burst lasts for so long and has a very large radius and costs only 50 energy, you're basically guaranteed to get value out of it every rotation. I only have around 130 energy recharge on my Nahida, and I get her burst every rotation, very easily. Nahida has a very easy kit to understand and literally fits into any Dendro team you can imagine. She has everything a Dendro team needs, simple yet effective. Well, if she's so broken, does that make her a must pull? If you're already satisfied with the performance of your current Dendro team, there's no need to pull for her, but if you want the best possible Dendro teams right now, she is absolutely a must pull. As I said before, she is by far the best Dendro character in the game. The only character that comes close is Alhaitham, but he has a completely different purpose, and he doesn't provide as much value as Nahida. Of course, we have Dendro MC as a free-to-play option, and even though they can get the job done, Nahida does it better and with way less effort. I haven't even mentioned her damage yet. Think of it something like a Dendro Albedo, but does more damage frequently and has way more utility. Nahida is also very free-to-play friendly as well because of how flexible she can be. I personally just like using whatever I can to reach 1000 EM because her passive has a cap. I like to use her on Deepwood and Sack Frags, but if you already have a Deepwood user on your team, Gilded will do just fine. I really can't think of any downsides for Nahida. Her kit just has so much synergy in every team she's in. She's 100% one of the best upgrades to your account if you really enjoy Dendro. Thanks for watching guys. This video was kind of intended to be similar to my Rerun video I did a few months ago, so I hope you enjoyed. Remember to sub and like if you did. It would really mean a lot if we could reach 3k subs soon. Have a good night and day wherever you're at, and I'll see you all next time. Peace and take care guys. Have a good one.